तो हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, कैसे हैं आप सब। आज हमारा रेस्पिरेशन और ब्रीदिंग का लास्ट क्लास है और आज हम पढ़ेंगे कि जो भी इंपॉर्टेंट की टर्म्स है, आज हम बेसिकली कुछ समझेंगे नहीं, बस याद करेंगे और नोट्स बनाएंगे। लेकिन जो भी इंपॉर्टेंट की टर्म्स है रिलेटेड टू रेस्पिरेशन एंड ब्रीदिंग उसे हम लिखेंगे, उसका डेफिनेशन जानेंगे और बाकी ग्लूकोज का वेरियस पाथवे में डिवीजन जो होता है, वेरियस पाथवे में जो ब्रेकडाउन होता है उसका एक फ्लो चार्ट बनाएंगे। ठीक है, तो पहले हम जानते हैं इंपॉर्टेंट टर्म्स related to respiration and breathing. ठीक है, इसे भी हम कलरफुल वे में लिखेंगे। तो पहला पॉइंट है नॉस्ट्रल्स। नॉस्ट्रल्स क्या है? द टू पोरल ओपनिंग्स, टू पोरल ओपनिंग्स in nose for exchange of gases. नेक्स्ट अलग कलर में लिखते हैं। पॉइंट नंबर 2, नोज हेयर। These are present inside the nose, which helps in filtering dust particles. Third point, mucus gland helps in, it produces mucus which helps in filtering fine dust particles and absorbs atmospheric bacteria, preventing them to enter our body. Point number 4, pharynx, common opening for food pipe and windpipe. Larynx, point number 5, larynx comes after pharynx inside the windpipe and is called voice box, as it produces sound when a wind flow is passed through it. Okay, next, point number 6, point number 6 is trachea. It has C-shaped incomplete cartilages. Helps in preventing the collapsing of windpipe. Point number 7. Bronchi. When trachea divides into two parts, it is called bronchi. Point number 8. Bronchioles. When bronchi enters into lungs and divides, those are called bronchioles. These are of three types: primary, secondary and tertiary. Next is lungs. Number 9. Lungs. Two balloon-like structures, two muscular structures present inside the rib cage. Point number 10. Alveoli. A balloon-like structure present inside, balloon-like muscular structure present inside the lungs, helps in transfer of oxygen to blood and carbon dioxide from blood. Okay. Last point, point number 11. Is pyruvate. A 3-carbon molecule the simpler form of glucose. Point number 12. Krebs cycle. A cycle performed inside the mitochondria of a cell to release energy. For satisfying cellular needs or fulfilling cellular needs. Point number 13. Pleural fluid. Fluid present near the membrane of lungs. Point number 14. Pleural membrane. The cell membrane of lung. The cellular membrane of lungs. Any more words there? Intercostal muscles. Point number 15. Intercostal muscles. The oblique muscles present to attach rib cage. Attached to rib cage. Ribs. Attached to ribs helps in opening and closing of, opening and expanding of thoracic cavity. Okay, so 15 important terms related to respiration and breathing. The various pathways in which glucose breaks down. Glucose, a 6-carbon molecule, breaks down by the process of glycolysis. Glycolysis performed in cytoplasm to pyruvate, 3-carbon molecule, plus energy. Some amount of energy is also released in this process. Next, this pyruvate breaks down in 3 processes. First is in absence of oxygen. Absence of oxygen. It will produce ethanol plus carbon dioxide plus energy or ATP. And this is a ethanol is a 2-carbon molecule. This process takes place in yeast, in the organism called yeast. Then lack of oxygen or deficiency of oxygen in our muscle cells. Okay, lactic acid plus energy, and this is a 3-carbon molecule. As oxygen is lacked, so it couldn't be break down, okay, into 2-carbon molecule. It remains as 3-carbon molecule, same as pyruvate. And the last one, in presence of oxygen, how to write? Presence of oxygen. It takes place in, right, in mitochondria. In mitochondria. What it gives? Carbon dioxide plus water plus energy. Everywhere energy is ATP. Energy or ATP. Here also energy or ATP. Here also energy or ATP. Okay. This is the entire process of breakdown of glucose in various pathways. First, glucose breaks down by the process of glycolysis in cytoplasm to pyruvate, which is a 3-carbon molecule, and also produces some amount of energy. Then that pyruvate, when in absence of oxygen in yeast body, it produces ethanol, carbon dioxide, and energy called ATP. ATP. Okay. And lack of oxygen in our muscle cells, the pyruvate breaks down in lack of oxygen in our muscle cells and produces lactic acid plus energy. That lactic acid is a 3-carbon molecule, whereas ethanol was 2-carbon molecule. When pyruvate breaks down in the presence of oxygen in our mitochondria cell, it produces carbon dioxide, water molecule, and energy. That energy is ATP. Okay. So the various pathways in glucose which breaks down. In completing this, we completed entirely our respiration and breathing. In next class, we will read about transportation in plants and transportation in human beings. Okay, thank you.